Lightweight medical is very different. It's unique and it's pioneering. There's the two brands. There's the Element 06 side, which is the traditional design consultancy, but then you've also got the Lightweight medical, which is the IP driven. Two contrasting business models that work in perfect harmony. It's the perfect model.
We get our ideas based on clinical need. So we don't just design widgets, we research and speak to clinicians. Very rare thing for companies to do, but we speak to the end user, assuring a market for our final products. It's quite a common business gambit, but it's never been applied to medical devices.
Typical design consultancies have a really high churn rate of staff. They'll come in, work for a few years and then disappear off. And we didn't want that to happen, mainly because we'd sort of train these guys up to be amazing and then they disappear off and become our competitors in a few years' time, and that seems completely pointless to us. So bring them in, give them a share of the company and everyone work together towards the common goal.
We've got the directors and then Jonathan, myself and Jeremy are associates, so you only have 2 levels, and I think that's very interesting. I don't think there's a lot of companies that actually do that. Thank you.
Flat hierarchy in the company is something, again, that's really important to us. Too many graduates come in as juniors and get no opportunity to do any decent work. They get no opportunity to lead. The culture here is to throw people in at the deep end, get them leading stuff and getting really involved with proper client work from the off.
I think 4% of design graduates get a job in design and only 30% of jobs are advertised. So it gives you some of the odds. Lightweight Medical was one of the first companies I applied to because initially I wanted to get into environmentally sustainable design and they were really focused on that. Everyone's completely dedicated and passionate about what they're doing.
I worked with Lightweight Medical for the whole of my final year. You occasionally get some collaborative projects with large companies, but nothing on this scale. This is really intimate, really intensive mentoring throughout the whole year. It's a win-win situation for everyone, really, for the university, company, myself. It was a brilliant opportunity. And this shows that this is probably the way that British design should go, and that they should form these links with students in the final year of education. And it's effectively a year-long interview then.
Working with good graduates has been something I've been wanting to do from the start. As a recent graduate, there was nothing for us. We've built this organisation up ourselves, and if we can sort of pass on that to some new talent, I'm dead keen to do that. And you know, I get a kick out of it. Like, it's really exciting to be working with these guys and seeing the sort of output that we can mentor them towards. Applying sustainable design properly to products means working more closely with manufacturers and our clients. We call this co-creation, really understanding how the product will be sold by the producing company, and also understanding how we can design the product better to better dovetail with that system.
The sustainable design really is the way we should be designing everything, because ultimately not to do it it's almost lazy.
Yeah, so I know it'll work, it's just more like what was disappointing is that mechanical one looked.
We don't push the fact that it's environmental and it's green, we push the fact that it's a better product, and that is because it's been considered and designed more thoroughly.
To us, it's just part of good design and part of the design process to make sure that we design medical products with low number of consumables but get the value within the product to make sure that it doesn't end up in waste. We work with clients and our manufacturing producers to design a product that fits within a specific business system, which might mean at the end of life it's recycled.
Sustainability is shifting into the mainstream, where it's not going to become a niche or even really sustainability, it'll just be how things are done.
It's a big USP, it's one that the UK could lead on and doesn't, and it's absolute madness, and all UK design companies should be looking at it. The incubator project is what the company's built on. I've personally been working on that project since the first sketches in 2001. It's a very big physical project. The clinical need on the project is to develop a lighter weight, easier to use transport incubator system that's safe for moving babies between hospitals.
So it will be amazing when the launch is there. It'll be like a big weight off our shoulders, but that's just the first product. You know, we want to do more and more. This is not it. This is not the end. There's a lot more in the pipeline.
feels great. I mean, you get so involved with projects like the incubator project, it's difficult to step back. But when we do step back at the Lighthouse, we'll have created something really significant for both our company but also Scotland. And we hope that that'll be a platform. We know it'll be a platform for us to grow on, and hope it'll be a platform for Glasgow and Scotland to grow on as well.